Sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk, sister, 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 sister talk. Something on your mind anytime. I'm here to listen, sister talk. When you need someone who understands, I know what you're missing, sister talk.
Come on, Rhonda, what's happening with you on March?
Well, what's happening in March? Well, Women's History Month is funny. At the Tribeca Performing Arts Center.
Okay, I see they're having a reunion up there. All right, quiet on the set, please. Sorry about that. But go ahead.
March 6th, RHONDA Handsome and Friends, an evening of stand-up at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center. And I have some of my friends here with me.
Yes.
I asked these ladies because when I have been in the club, they make me laugh out loud. And not here is Nancy Lombardo and Robin Montague. Robin Montague has written for Dave Chappelle and Chris Rock.
Oh, really?
And Paul Mooney.
Wow.
Yeah. And Nancy Lombardo has her own show, What's the Buzz New York, and she's a top comedy writer.
Okay.
And these ladies are fabulous, absolutely fabulous.
Is there a theme or anything goes?
No, it's anything goes because it's Women's History Month, and it turns out that we all happen to be women, so that's working for the theme.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So, let's start. Let me start with you, Dara. How long you been doing comedy?
Since 2014.
2014?
Yes.
Oh, okay. How about yourself, Shelley?
I have no idea.
You have not?
I truly don't. I mean, I started back in the 80s. And then I stopped for a while because I stopped being funny. And then I started being funny again, so I started again, and I honestly don't know when that was.
Oh, wow.
Time is mutable, you know?
Time is mutable.
But that happens with people. You flow in and out of it sometimes, depending upon how funny you feel.
Sometimes things are just not funny.
You know, I always ask this question when comedians come on. You probably heard this question. When did you realize, when you heard this voice from God, this is what you're supposed to do, make people laugh?
I was on a date.
I love this already. This is great.
I was on a date,
Okay.
and just to give context, it was Malcolm X's birthday, and we were at like a celebration of his life, and I'm sitting next to my date's grandmother and Malcolm X's daughters are next to her. So I just give that context because this wasn't a place to be funny, you know? Like I wasn't gonna be, hey, with grandma sitting next to me. Grizzly bear, and someone was barking us in, and I jokingly said, if we come back, I'm getting on stage. And my date said, no, she's not funny.
Oh!
And that was a big mistake on his part, but such a blessing, because here I am. And I was like, now I got to show you and the world how funny I am. So that's when I heard the voice from God.
How about yourself, Shelley?
I never heard a voice. I just heard my parents saying, no, don't do that. My parents were very, very sedate, very, middle-class people.
Yeah.
And it was like, that's not what you do. You get a real job, you work for the city, you work for the state, you get a pension. And when I said I wanted to perform, they went, no.
Are you from D.C.? Because
Brooklyn, born and raised.
Yeah, because D.C. people, everybody born in D.C., you're supposed to get a government job. That's why.
No, I'm from Depression-era parents.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Yeah, that's why.
Rhonda, I know you said it before, but
Well, I was watching a cable show and I saw Alice Arthur doing stand-up. And I was a New York actress and trying to find some way of expressing myself. And I saw Alice Arthur and I said, I can do that. And as it turns out that Alice Arthur, myself, and Jane Galvin Lewis, and Marsha Warfield are all in a documentary about
really?
black
Yes, I
women.
saw it. I saw it. It's fantastic.
yes, I remember that. You were here on the show promoting that.
I be, done been, was is the name.
What is?
But people will really get a lot of laughs if they come down to the Tribeca Performing Arts Center. They can get tickets now. They can call 212-220-1460. 1460.
Operators are standing by to take your calls.
They are. They are. Or you can just go online to tribecapac.org and use this special code, use this special discount code COMEDY. And you will get a discount on your ticket. So I know your audience would appreciate that.
Yes, thank you. Hey, you know, I forgot to say call the show, 212-757-1393, 212-757. You have any questions or comments about women, really, in comedy? I want to ask you all this. Women in comedy, you didn't hear that a lot. You know, maybe 20 years ago, maybe 25 years ago. Is it women's time now? Matter of fact, black women's time?
I think it's always women's time. I really do. And it's unfortunate that some people in the mainstream or the establishment or society at large may not recognize it, but I mean, women are the foundation of the world.
Right, right.
And we have to have a great sense of humor to put up with all the crap that people be shoveling at us.
And by people, you mean
Men.
man? That's what I was going for. Yeah.
You know, I saw this documentary on Netflix, and I know it could be a year old or 2 years old, and it was Kevin Kevin Hart, and the LGBTQ community was after him about what he said, and that was like 7 to 8 years ago. He changed, but. Leading up to that, is anything off limits now? I mean, has comedy changed? Because when I was growing up, anything goes on TV. They would talk about your sexual orientation, how you look, your color, everything they would talk about. It seems like you have to watch everything that you say.
Yeah.
You're here, you know, you can't call people out.
You have to be very careful these days. Now, I don't know why people like Jerry Seinfeld are complaining that they can't even do anything on campus, but on college campuses because of the politically correct nature of society now and the rampant cancel culture that comes up when somebody says something.
Okay.
And I think it's a challenge every single day for a comic to get up and just to work out material, because sometimes when you're working on a bit, you know, you're just trying to see how do the words flow, how does the audience react if I do this inflection, and somebody will be sitting there, you know, recording you and put that up before you're ready for it to be seen.
But isn't that a good thing or a bad thing?
No, that's a bad
If
thing.
it's good, it's not a good thing?
No, not if you're not ready for that to be seen and to be forever on the
Like,
internet.
For instance, imagine if you're a musician, right? If you're a singer, if you're a piano player, and you're working on something, you're doing your scales, you're making mistakes. What if somebody's recording that and saying, "This is what this piano player does. Let's make fun of that. Let's cancel him or her." Why? I just made a
Really?
mistake. I'm just
Wow.
working on it. You know, I haven't
Okay.
figured it out yet.
Right, right.
Now, also for comics, I think for us, it has to be, you have to be responsible for your own self, right?
Absolutely.
You have to know what you're saying, and you have to be able to, I don't want to say justify it, but, you know, you say what you say, and either you...
And you hope people laugh.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
that's the main
people
thing.
laugh.
And don't get offended.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of not going for like the easy, low-hanging fruit that's just kind of punching down. And as long as you're responsible enough and find enough truth in the matter of what you're talking about, then that leaves little for offense. But I think when people want to have like shock value or have radical
Anything
words.
goes. Like in my heart,
I agree
yeah,
with you,
yeah,
Dara, but
right.
the thing is, for me, and I'm a woman of a certain age from a previous century, actually, and I feel like so many barometers have changed, so many things that show you what is acceptable and what is not have changed.
Absolutely.
Okay.
According to my DNA, I am part West African, part Western European, and part West Highland Terrier, of all things. Didn't expect that. But it does explain why I like to sit on the couch and have people bring me treats. So, but I still can't work on the crew, no treats? That's fine. Anyway, so let me just finish this one thought here. I live in a part of Brooklyn that is very white. It's Vermont. I live in Vermont, you guys. And it's fine, because with this face, I can move among them freely. They don't even know. That used to be called passing. And you'll see that in your history books before you return them to the library. But I don't like that expression. I prefer to think of myself more as a stealth Negro, because I can fly under the radar, see? And I know that this gives me a certain privilege. It's not black privilege, because there's no such thing. Wait, no, I'm sorry, no. We do have the privilege of being killed by the police at an alarming rate. So it's not that, and it's not white privilege, because I'm not white-ish. What I have is beige privilege, which means that I can go into a store and probably not be followed by security.
But the most important thing about Teaneck, New Jersey is it was the first town to voluntarily integrate the school system in the entire country. So it meant that we had very nice white people. Quality white people, okay. So it was weird when I left Teaneck and I went to Syracuse University and I met white people who had never met black people. That's a different bunch. I was on the elevator and this guy gets on and he's like, "What's the hood like?" I said, "I don't know. Ask my gardener." But the older I get, I realized if we paid our gardener X amount of money and he did 6 houses that day and did that 6 times a week, he lived in a much bigger house than we did, you know? But that's just economics. But
My name is RHONDA HANSOME, and I love comedy. And I'm so happy to be here with such talented women. Shay, your singing was beautiful, and Shelly and Dara. I love comedy because I'm unique in comedy. I laugh at other comics, yeah. No, I do. I laugh long, I laugh hard, I laugh loud. And, you know, comics don't usually laugh at other comics. We'll analyze. That's funny. Or we'll get jealous. Shucks, wish I wrote that. But I laugh, and I don't just laugh at the punchline. Yes, I laugh at the premise because it screws with their timing. Yes. I love comedy. I am a woman of a certain age. I'm a woman of a certain age, and there are things that I don't understand. Like, I don't understand slim cargo pants. Slim cargo pants. Cargo pants are pants that have pockets, 6 pockets on each side, right? For you to carry all your stuff. But if you have on slim cargo pants, the only thing you can carry is a Tic Tac. Huh? Really? I do know that male pattern baldness is not just for men. Yes, I did find that out the hard way. My name is RHONDA HANSOME, and I want you to come out to the Tribeca Performing Arts Center down at the Borough of Manhattan Community College and catch Robin Montague, Nancy Lombardo, Dara Jamat, and the lovely, funny Shelley Coleman with me, RHONDA HANSOME and friends at the Tribeca Performing Arts Center.
Before you go back to your seat, I just want people to get to know you just a little bit better. You have the history of comedy and all that, and you've had been on the tour with some great people. I know you've been on their Arsenio Hall show.
Yes.
Yes, please elaborate.
I have been on the Arsenio Hall show, and I also toured 2.5 years opening for Anita Baker. And it was really a highlight of my career to perform at Radio City Music Hall. I have had the luxury and the delight of opening for people like Aretha Franklin, Smokey Robinson, The Temptations, Diana Ross.
Wow.
And I'm delighted. But not only that do I get to do comedy, but I'm also a director and a storyteller. And I will be taping my one-woman show, Mama Didn't Lie, coming up in April. And I want your people to support Mama Didn't Lie, which is not stand-up, but actually storytelling based on my mother helping me survive with these true tales of sex, murder, and gentrification.
Hear what she said, I want you to promote it. And yes, we will.
Oh,
okay?
Thank you. No, you have the best audience. They're very intelligent, and they're very supportive, and they're going to enjoy Mama Didn't Lie.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Deidre.
Thank you. Love you.
Oh.
Sister talk, sister talk, sister talk, sister, ooh. Sister Talk.